What's going on, everybody? So it's being reported that Michael Vick is going to be retiring a Falcon. And I have to tell you something, man. That's special to me because I was there to see when he came into the league and what he meant. And we know that he went to the Jets, the Steelers, the Eagles. Even when he had that crazy 7-touchdown game with the Eagles, all that stuff. Michael Vick is a human highlight tape that we will never, ever, ever see again in the NFL. The throw power with that speed, I'm sorry. I would love to see it, but I don't think he can be duplicated. And there's a lot of things that we could talk about with Michael Vick. I know I'm going to touch on some things right now about what I think about when I hear his name, and it's not what a lot of other people would think about. I know what happened with the dogfighting. I understand what's going on. I want to touch on that situation because if a young person decides to listen to this video, I want you to take these pointers for somebody that's been there, that has been involved with, friends that, whatever, just being a kid and doing dumb things, and you have to grow up and understand that you have to leave some things in the past. And everybody isn't loyal. Family, friends, whatever it is, sometimes your family is the worst thing. Let me just let you know that right now. Family can sometimes be the worst thing ever. That's why I don't believe that you're my brother just through blood. It's through your actions. And Michael Vick had a chance to, of course it could be like, yeah, beat the law, but a lot of people do it. He had a chance not to go to jail if his real friends would have just shut their mouths and do what they have to do. And I'm not promoting to be quiet or whatever like that. I'm just saying that he did a lot for those people that he called his boys, and it could have ended a different way. And I'm not supporting the fact that he killed dogs or anything like that. I'm just saying that these are things that people in his area grew up watching, and sometimes you don't really realize that you're doing something wrong because it's normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see a lot of dog fighting, you see this, you see that. You don't think of it as what it really is, a federal offense. So looking at that part, I just want to let you young people know, sometimes you got to leave friends alone, and you got to watch your friends, especially when you're in a situation like Michael Vick. You're an upcoming athlete. You're going to be making a lot of money soon, things like that. You got to be careful who your friends are. And you got to know what you're doing around your friends, because some of your friends are just there to wait for you to slip up. And it's very, very hard for you to tell that. And sometimes it takes very bad things happening for you to realize who's going to be with you in the long run. And it always shocks people to find out that they were wrong about the people that they chose. So I just want to go ahead and say that. Now I'm going to talk about Michael Vick as the NFL player. The Michael Vick experience. This man did things that, forget about what Adidas says with the impossible is nothing. When people talk about LeBron James and they try to compare him to Kobe, to Michael Jordan, all these other players, all these greats, there is nobody that you can compare Michael Vick to. Michael Vick is in a class of his own. It's as simple as that. This man, for young men growing up, to watch, I watched this guy, when I was young, and he was going into the NFL, and I used to say to myself, how the F is this guy going to translate that to the NFL? I see YouTube videos. My uncle be like, yo, Warren Moon already did it. They were trying to show me videos of the past, like on VHS. I'm like, get your old self out of here, bro. I don't want to watch that crap, bro. Warren Moon and Randall Cunningham. I don't even know if I was born. Listen, regardless of that situation, Michael Vick cannot be duplicated, because now we have YouTube, and you're probably watching this on YouTube, or you're listening to it on a podcast, on iTunes or iHeartRadio. However you're listening to it, I've never, with my eyesight, seen anything like Michael Vick. And I got to watch it while it was actively happening. And this dude is unbelievable. He was unbelievable. The man would run around, and it's like he's floating and everybody else is in quicksand. And RG3 almost was able to duplicate it. Obviously, we know he had one good year, and then he just went, I don't know where the hell he went, but he's never been the same. It will never be anything like Michael Vick. It's no comparison to this man. It's very unfortunate that he had to go through what he went through, but he still was able to come back, get another chance, and get another $100 million contract, and still be able to do it for a decent amount of time. Shout out to Andy Reid for giving him that second chance, but it'll never happen again. Retiring a Falcon is probably the most special thing I think they could do for, Atlanta, because you will never see anything like this ever again in your life if you're part of this generation. And it's just unfortunate that a lot of things that's going to come with him when you hear his name is just bam, dogfighting, bam, criminal, bam, felon. Like most of these articles that people are going to write about him, they're not going to talk about the developmental aspect of what he has become right now, they're going to want to dwell with a lot of negativity. And regardless of what anybody tells you, we're all human beings. We're going to all make mistakes. And it was very unfortunate that he chose to make those decisions. But when you talk about the man and the athlete of, what Michael Vick was and what he has become today after his transgressions, this man he's an all-purpose, unbelievable role model, in my opinion. Like right now, where he is right now, and the things that he's been doing, he's like the ultimate negative to positive story. And it's unfortunate for the Falcons fans, because I would probably give you guys about 2 rings right now. You should have had one last year, but of course, Matty Dry Ice and Tom Brady, we already know where it goes right there. But you guys should probably have 2 rings already if Michael Vick would have been, if he never went to jail and everything stayed along the same course. I'm just letting you know that. Michael Vick, you were special to a lot of dudes in the hood like myself growing up, and I wish you nothing but the best in life and for your, for your later days out of football, man. Much love. Thank you guys for listening. Hopefully you subscribe and share the video. Until next time, one love.